So especially turning off your mobile phones. That's one of the reasons in those old days there were many people who became enlightened. Enlightened beings are much rarer these days, because usually people are about to get very deep and see the Dhamma, but beep, 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 or ding, 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 ding. And imagine if that happened at the time of the Buddha. Then there would be no Buddha at all. That's why I always try and keep things silent, and also to emphasize when we do meditation retreats, we have what we call no-bell silence. You know what that means, don't you? No bell silence. And if you're very good turning off your mobile phones, then you may even achieve what? Nobel Peace Prize. We have so many bells around, and sometimes it drives you crazy. It's like being in school again. And so it's nice to turn all that off so you have nothing to listen to except the mind. So, we're going to start in a few moments by first of all sitting comfortably as you possibly can. And when you're sitting comfortably, close the eyes and think again to be comfortable. In other words, take the comfort deeper. So I sometimes describe how I'm feeling when I do this. I look at first of all my legs, and they were just too hurriedly sort of crossed. So I'm now going to adjust my legs. I'm going to care for my body so much. I'm not just going to assume it's comfortable. I'm going to be aware. And as I'm aware, I start with my feet. Especially if you're sitting on a chair. Sometimes I do guided meditations online, and I usually have to sit in a chair to do that. So I just record just with my feet on the floor, on the carpet. How do your feet feel? And don't just say okay. You can do much better than that. Are they really comfortable? Can you adjust the position of your feet to make them more comfortable? Really pamper your feet. And I move and adjust, but then more movement doesn't make them more comfortable. But I can still gain greater comfort, but just by observing with my mind the feelings in the feet, and just by giving them kindness. That's what I'm doing now. And I can feel the sensations in my own feet without moving them, relaxing even more. And this is something you can do if you've had any injury, any sickness, recovering from some operation. By learning how to look at parts of your body with this kindness, you can learn how to relax them. And the healing happens so much faster. And even if you are not sick, sometimes people find it difficult to sleep at night. This is one of the usual ways of learning how to sleep peacefully and deeply. Laying in your bed, you relax all parts of your body first of all. If there's any part which is still not relaxed, you focus on it and give it lots and lots and lots of kindness. And it relaxes. So first of all, you relax your feet. And again, if you're sitting on a chair, are they too far forward, too far back? You want to tuck them under the chair or move them forward? So get that comfort in the body first. And then once the feet are comfortable, maybe your ankles. How do your ankles feel? And because I've been doing this for years, every time I do this, I notice these feelings are ankle feelings. The feelings I have in my ankles are different than the ones in my knees, or my butt, or my back. Each part of the body has a different type of feeling, and with repeated mindfulness on that area, you soon get to know it. This is my ankles. And I know how to relax them. And as I relax them, they always feel pleasant. It's like they're appreciating, and I'm giving them attention and leading them to much better health. And then I go from my ankles to the calves of my legs, not just the muscles in the back, but the skin and the bones, all over that area. I scan it, not just with mindfulness, but with the kindness, to make sure that everything is at ease. It is a combination of mindfulness and kindness which works. That's why I gave it the name, kindfulness. Not just mindfulness, but kindfulness. And I can feel it working. Even my knees and my lower legs, even though they're not in any difficulties, but they feel much more relaxed than when I began. I also go to my knees next. Feel my knees. Just with my mind, I'm aware. They feel a little bit tight. My right knee feels a bit tight, but it's not that bad. All I need to do is just to wish it kindness. And sometimes you see someone in hospital and they're very sick, even dying. You just wish them with kindness and they can feel it. It increases their relaxation. I mean, my knees feel much more relaxed now. I go up my thighs. I don't do that much exercise, so my thighs feel really at ease. To my butt, and that's a different matter with the buttocks. Even sitting on a chair or sitting on a cushion, you'll find this pressure on them. All I do to ease those feelings in the buttocks is to make sure that feeling is evenly balanced. The left buttock, right buttock feels kind of even. Because then I know that that feeling will disappear after a few minutes. It's the nature of the brain only to notice things which keep moving or changing. If it stays the same, it disappears. And then I just notice my back. First of all, my waist. I got into doing this years ago. I usually like to stretch my back at this point. My waist always feels powerful when I do this. But you find the best position for your waist. Sometimes you're allowed to experiment. Put your waist this way or that way, to the left, to the right, and find out what is most comfortable for you. It's not perfectly comfortable, but the most comfortable. And then, to complete the mindfulness for comfort, then just wish it well. Give it lots and lots and lots of loving kindness. I care for my own body. It served me well for almost over 73 years now. And I'm thankful for it. Try and look after it. And then go up my back. Sometimes, again, the stretching is kind of nice. Give it a really good stretch. And then let it go. Let it go means it comes back to the position which it decides is the most comfortable, not me. I trust my body. It always seems to work much better when I leave it alone to decide which position it likes the best today. But then I go up the inside of my body, go up the organs and the intestines, colon, feel it all. And as I'm scanning my attention up my body, centimetre by centimetre going upwards. Sometimes I don't know what I'm noticing, but if there is any dysfunction in like liver or kidney, sometimes you can feel it. You know, sometimes all I do is just to relax it to the max, just by being kind, not worrying, but having kindness towards my body. And soon it gets up to my stomach. The stomach feels good this evening. If it feels tight or tense, just one skillful means is imagining that part of your body expanding. When it expands, it gets lesser density. It's like water at first, but then it becomes like a cloud. And then the cloud expands, and you can hardly see it anymore. I like expanding things because then everything just goes off to infinity, and you can't even notice it anymore. And then keep going up, get to my lungs. I'm a hay fever sufferer. It's what I inherited from my father. So I kind of, whenever I get short of breath, I kind of remember him with kindness. But today I feel good. My lungs are just doing well. From my lungs to my heart, it's a little pump which has served me day and night, no matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing. I have gratitude towards my heart. When I have gratitude towards it, I can focus on it and just allow it to be at peace. It just carries on pumping gently, and I'm thankful for it. I mention this especially to the females. One of the diseases which was really terrible for you is the breast cancer. Please just be aware of that part of your body. Give it really lots of kindness. And a lot of times that kind of heals or even prevents these terrible, terrible diseases. And I go up, further up to my shoulders. I don't know why, but my shoulders are often tense because I don't pay enough attention to them. And now I can experience the feelings in my shoulders and relax them. Once you can experience those sensations, there's so many things you can do. Either just moving your shoulders or just loosening them. Imagine them just having no tension at all. Getting awareness comes first, and then kindness comes second. And now my shoulders feel just so at ease, just almost straight away. You know, sometimes you can put people at ease by giving them a smile. And my shoulders become at ease when I'm just caring for them. And then I allow my attention to go down each arm, past the upper arms to the elbows. I don't really have any problems with my elbows, but nevertheless, I never take them for granted. Always caring for them. I can feel even now, just the elbows, they kind of melt into softness, into ease. They can feel really good. And one thing I notice, if anything hits a part of my body which is relaxed, because it's so loose, it has resilience. Something strikes it by accident, and even it doesn't bruise, because it's at ease. And then down my lower arms to my wrists. Sometimes you have to work on a computer or writing something, or work with your hands on some sort of craft. So the hands are sometimes overused. Now I place them in my lap. It feels comfortable, but not perfectly comfortable. I'm going to move them, adjust them. To find out the most comfortable position, I actually silently ask my hands, are you comfortable there? Do you want to be moved? I do this to ask questions of my body, and the body always answers accurately. It told me I did need to move my hands and my fingers too. You got into this habit now of putting my right arm over the left, my right hand over the left hand, with the thumbs just slightly touching. For me, that's the most comfortable. You find out what's most comfortable for you. And once it's comfortable, I can leave it alone, knowing it's not going to cause me any problems. And I go up to my neck. And somebody once told me this, that if your head is not balanced well on top of the neck, you have neck and back pains. Just because the head is too far forward or too far back. So if you'd had your eyes open, you'd see me moving my head to the left and right, forward and back, to find the optimum position out of care for my own body. And once I find the optimum position, which I have now, the body's comfortable here. So now I go to the last part of this body awareness prelude, to my face. I just look at the muscles around my forehead, my eyes, around my nose and my mouth, and I relax them too. Allow them to be nice and loose. My eyes are still closed. My mouth is just closed too, but it's not shut down tight. It's almost effortless. And when those muscles in the face are relaxed, it means many of the disturbing emotions are also softened, even disappearing. I can feel that. My face is now more relaxed than it was when I began. I go to the whole of the body. The whole of the body now is relaxed. And if I can find any part of my body which is not relaxed, I will either move it or place attention on it and relax it some more. And one of the things which I discovered by doing this is at this stage of the meditation my body gets so relaxed. You can feel the delight of relaxation. And that becomes the focus of my attention. Just how beautiful it feels to have a body which is almost like sinking into the cushion. It feels very, very comfortable and pleasurable. And once I start to focus on that pleasure of peace, the relaxation goes even deeper. Feels the whole body is loose and open, at ease. And I like starting like that. And then I've got to go on to my mind now. Body's been looked after. And one of the things I ask myself, how peaceful am I right now? How peaceful? Because peace is one of the most delightful aspects of your mind. Are you peaceful? What makes you more peaceful? One of the things which makes me more peaceful, seen this so often, is being in this moment. I put aside the past and the future, just for these few minutes. You don't need to plan or remember. How do you feel right now? Right now is where your future is being made. And the next stage, from being in this moment, I stop thinking. Don't give things names. Stop measuring things. Just enjoy the silence of the present moment. And there you will find things like the breath, these nimittas or lights in the mind. Even the joy get deeper and deeper. Once you have that silent present moment awareness with kindness. I'll be quiet until we finish. In about 5 minutes' time. Getting close now to the end of this meditation period. How do you feel? Don't come out quite yet. Just notice how your body and mind feel. With your body's more relaxed and your mind feels more at ease and free. We waste so much energy by doing things and fixing up faults and worrying. In meditation we can find some contentment in this moment. You stay there long enough, the mind picks up energy and sees such beautiful things. You get happy. Can you feel some of that happiness inside? And now, please slowly open your eyes to end today's meditation. I'm not going to ring the gong because I said no bell silence. There we are.